So what is going on with generative AI, especially as it applies to product development? At this point, I think it's anybody's guess. I think it would be tough to say that this isn't a potentially very disruptive thing, that we haven't seen anything this powerful evolve so quickly in history. That is my belief. I've written things here and there and just wanted to kind of take a snapshot of my thoughts as a reference point for those who are thinking about this. So is GenAI going to take away all the tech jobs? Is it going to replace people? And I think the clear answer there is not exactly. We are not going to have just purely robotic programmers or PMs. We are not going to have UX done purely by software. I think the much more likely scenario, and from my perspective, this is very likely, is that it will make people so much more productive that there will be far fewer people needed. And there's a decent chance that some of those skills will be less valued. So we have lived in a great period. I have in my life. I got into IT in the early 90s. And throughout my entire career, which is pretty long now, it's been the land of milk and honey with some up and down, right? But there have been really good paying jobs in a lot of companies, like really good benefits. We've grown used to that. What we're seeing now is that companies are not hiring, even though there are some decent economic indicators, at least in huge economies like the United States. And my personal take is that the golden years are coming to an end, that a lot of those jobs will never be filled. We have companies publicly talking about not having to hire people as they suffer attrition because everybody's using GenAI and everybody is becoming more productive. A lot of companies are talking about the cost savings they're realizing with generative AI. So in my mind, this thing is real. It is happening. There will be fewer jobs. And this is a problem that society is going to have to wrestle with. It's not just tech jobs. It's a lot of jobs that will be marginalized, that there will be far fewer people needed. So I think the next, let's say 5 to 10 years are going to be really rough. There are big societal changes coming. And yeah, with that, a lot of disruption at the societal level and at the personal level. If you're a product manager, what should you do? Well, I would embrace the technology now and make sure you can demonstrate that you are super productive. There will be some people who don't embrace it, don't really get it, are kind of superficially familiar with it. Those who have a deep understanding will do better in the short to mid-term. Eventually, I believe the product management role is going to change focus to be more business-oriented. One of the things that we do is help run the business. That's usually a small part of our job. We define the product from a functional perspective. We understand the market and we describe what needs to be built, and then we engage directly with engineering to get the right thing built and delivered to the market. Those things aren't going to change. We will still do definition, but it is going to be augmented to a level that I think in a few years you will very commonly see one person managing 2 or 3 products. So place your bets. What I am doing and what I am encouraging the people I coach to do is invest in business skills. The people who are going to survive long term are the ones that are the ones who can demonstrate that they can make a difference to the business. And I've got some bad news on that point. We are delivery obsessed. If you read about product management, everybody's talking about all this delivery oriented stuff, and that's super important, but it's not enough. Delivering a great product to the market is of no value if you don't build a successful business around it. And I will do some content. I'm working on this, focusing on helping product managers understand and embrace the business aspects of our job. So that's how I feel right now. I hope this was helpful.